You came running towards your room while your eyes were all teary and your heart broke into a million pieces when you saw him again in your life. Your heart almost stopped after seeing him. Thai, whom you loved the most at one point of your life, but he left you broken for someone else, and now he was getting married to your sister Leah. It was hurting you like hell. You were trying to control your tears, but it wasn't under your control at all. You didn't even knew that he was dating Leah from past 6 months, and now they want to get married. The engagement was done, but because of some work, you were out of city with your other colleagues, and now you understood why they didn't send you any pic of the engagement. You and Thai broke up 1 year ago. At first, your parents didn't agree for this, but Leah, she threatened to kill herself, so your parents had to give up. And you also didn't said anything, as she really felt genuinely happy, but you were broken. You kept your headphones on and not wanting to listen anything about wedding which was going downstairs. You increased the volume of the music on your headphones, not wanting to even hear the whisper of what was going downstairs. You kept on scrolling through your phone, which was not helping at all. You still can't deny the fact that you still love him like you used to. You want to hate him, but you can't. But still, you want to stay strong no matter what. You don't want to look weak. You flinched after you felt someone's hand on your shoulder and you looked at the person. You smiled sadly and hugged him tightly. Josh, you saw him, he's here again. You hugged him and cried your heart out while hugging your best friend. He can't do anything but to pat your head to calm you down. He was himself hurt seeing you in this vulnerable situation. It's okay, Ryan. You promised me you won't cry for him, right? He said. I'm trying, but I can't, he said while sobbing as he sighed sadly. It's okay. Tomorrow it's the wedding and it will be over. Just 1 day more. You nodded as he broke the hug and made you drink water and left from there after he saw you were all calm and fell asleep. Time skipped to next day. You were acting all calm, but deep inside there was a thunder of emotion. You stayed silent and did said anything. Since you are sister of the bride, how can you not come to wedding? Especially after you didn't attend the engagement ceremony. It somehow became mandatory that you had to come here. It was almost time for vows to take place, but Leah was nowhere to be found. You frowned, thinking she was taking too much time getting ready, but you got shocked after seeing your mother crying coming towards you and your father looking stressed. She came to you and took you in corner and told you something which made you entirely shocked. Leah ran away from the wedding. But wasn't she was the one who wanted this marriage? Ryan said. Ryan's mother. She was marrying Thai for money, but later in morning she found out that Thai is not only CEO but also the mafia king of underworld. Your phone dropped on floor hearing that. In just 1 year he did that. Your mom held your hand in her and begged you. I was against this marriage from starting after what happened to you, but now I am begging you, please marry him today. He immediately pulled out your hand from her grip and said no sternly. He's no more a normal mafia like before, but instead the mafia leader, and he loved his reputation too much. He'll kill us if today he won't get a bride. And he had only given us half an hour, or else he'll kill us. No, he can't do that. Let's go and search for him now. You tried to move your mom, but your dad held your hand and said, his men are searching for her in airport and at station. Please, Ryan, we beg you. Your eyes got all teary at this situation and your eyes roamed all over the hall. People were gossiping about delay of bride. She's not marrying that devil, Josh said. You turned to see your best friend. You hugged him as he patted your head and tried to protest. Why and Dad? Please understand, she won't have to marry him if we find Leah. Josh was about to yell again when you stopped him and said, Guest will hear us, sir. Moreover, he's very dangerous. We don't know what he's capable of doing. Josh, I'll go and talk to him. Before you could even stop him, he went toward Thai's room, making you sigh. You were taken to makeup room for makeup and everything to be done. Soon you came being all ready. Still, there was 10 minutes left, and you hoped that she will come out on time. You were checking your phone time to time to see if they found her or you get any message. Soon the time passed. Priest. Let's start the wedding, Mr. Kim. It's already time. He nodded and signaled your dad to come with you towards the stage. You sighed as you accepted the faith and started going toward the stage. Ty held your hand and helped you to come on stage. You just gave him a hateful glare and quickly tried to take back your hand, but he gripped on it tight. He said with his poker face on. The war started and everyone was looking at you both only. Now you may kiss the bride. Your heart stopped as you looked at him with a soft and little teary eyes. He noticed your every single move and he gently pecked your forehead. Priest. Now I announce you both as husband and wife. Everyone cheered at the word and you saw your parents hugged each other, being relaxed. You're about to talk to him about all this and looked at him, but before you could say anything, a loud thump like gunshot was heard in the hall, which created chaos and people started screaming. Another gunshot was heard and a yell was accompanied by that. No one will move from their places, and if anyone dare to, I'll shoot that person on the spot. So be careful. Your eyes widened, seeing the person who was your uncle, and he was holding Leah from his one hand and pointing gun at her head. Leave her, my sister. What have she done to you? You tried to get off the stage and run toward her, but he held your hand, stopping you from doing so, Uncle Kang. She did nothing, but I did. After whatever I planned, I know your this husband took Josh as his hostage and will take me also and torture me like he did with Josh. My friend, he's kidnapped by him. That's the reason I can't see him anywhere in the wedding. Whined Dad. So you were the one who tried to destroy my daughter's life. Huh? I'll kill you. He was about to go toward him when Tai yelled at him. No, Dad. Leah is still at his gunpoint. Leave. Don't show as if you care. Your uncle laughed sarcastically. He does, he really does. That's the reason that in just 1 year he worked like hell and managed to become the mafia king. 1.5 years ago, when your dad went into heart surgery, at that time Josh and I gave money to doctor to fit a chip inside his heart, which can increase the heart rate of your father through an application which was controlled by Josh. He threatened Ty that if he didn't leave you, then he'll kill your dear dad, and he did exactly what he was told. After all, he was an orphan and didn't want to lose family, and he showed as if he cheated on you and was thrown out of your life as we planned. He wasn't the mafia king at that time and didn't have much power, and he can't even get the chip out of his father's heart because your father already got heart attack once and then surgery was done. So if he want to do that, he have to wait for at least 6 months or a year. And I thought till that time he'll forget you and my plan will be successful. But damn, he came back as mafia king and kidnapped your father 2 months ago, before which you all don't know because your father lied. He was in a business trip. After Tai told him the truth, he got rid of the chip but in a device which worked and gave same expression as human heart, making us confused. And after your father fully recovered, all this marriage trap so that Josh become insane to get you at any cost and call me for help, and Tai get to know the real mastermind. Josh wanted you and he promised all the property of your name will be mine, but this time he didn't forget you and instead came back even stronger. I know he'll not leave me after all this, so I have to do something right. When I got to know about all this, I traced Leah. She fooled. Instead of going under Thai's mansion, she was chilling in her friend's house. He started laughing as maniac, and you were all shocked after knowing the truth. That means it was all a drama. Let me go, Thai, whined Mom. Let him go, son. My daughter, my Leah. He signaled his men to stop pointing his gun at him and let him go from there. He smirked in victory and started leaving from there as Leah was still under his gunpoint as he was dragging her with him. They were about to reach the door when Leah yelled, Oh my god, Snake! Because of the yelling, and Snake in front of Uncle Kang started shooting the snake in an instant. Leah was pulled by Tai. When Uncle Kang closely noticed, he saw the snake was not real. The three of the snakes were fake and was just to distract him. Even eldest get scared of small things when they are already scared, Wayne Dad said. Your father punched him hard on his face. You hugged Leah, being thankful that she was fine. Dad, it's fine. You don't take much stress. I'll handle it. Tai ordered his men to take him away from there as he kept on yelling, he will not leave you and your family. All well that's end well, Leah said. Because of your love story, look, I was tagged as gold digger. I'm sorry, in your mansion it was full of guards and maids and I was getting bored. That's why I sneaked out of the mansion and went to Yeji's house, but it's fine now since everything is alright. He looked at you, who was already looking at him with an unreadable expression. Why in small? We should give them time to talk. Time skipped to his mansion. He made you sit on bed comfortably, helping you with your big gown. Why? It wasn't like I didn't trusted you, but more like I was not sure about all this. The love and everything which I got from your family when your parents became my parents as well and your family became mine. But when I got the threat, I was shattered. I never wanted to take any risk or of even 1%, because if dad would have died, I would have never forgiven myself. I'm sorry about all that you have to deal with this entire year. You're this fake friend. He Before he could say anything, you hugged him and started crying on his shoulder. I should be the one saying sorry. Because of my friend and my uncle, you have to deal with this, but still you thought of my family as yours and came back for me. You bursted into tears. Not even a single day I didn't miss you, but every time I missed you, I end up cursing you and praying your current girlfriend ran away from for someone else and you feel my pain and all. He chuckled and kissed your forehead. You know how hard it was to stay away from you. He kissed your knuckles and your cheeks. Go and change your clothes. This must be uncomfortable. You nodded as you left the washroom. He took out his phone from his pocket to see the picture of Josh being badly beaten. He smirked. Well, it was not that easy for him to get convinced I was marrying Leah and didn't came to get you. That was the reason from your company I gave money to your CEO and sent you and Josh both on business trip with others so that when you both come, it was only one day left to react. That fake engagement where all the guests are fake and were my mans with their wives and girlfriend. It was fun, but this time the table turned. Time skip after 20 minutes. You came back from shower, which relaxed you after such a tiring day. You started drying your hair while still all those things which happened was lingering inside your mind. You flinched after he grabbed your towel and said, forget about all this. Don't stress yourself too much. He said as you nodded and he started drying your hair. Done, he said as you turned towards him, but your eyes caught sight of his deep scar on his chest as his two buttons were undone. Tied this? How did you? He kept his finger on the mark. From a mission. After all, this is Mafia world. He nodded as he kissed your forehead and told you it is nothing much. Well, it's your first night, by the way. He winked. I'm tired. I want to sleep. He said as you tried to leave when he held your hand and captured. He picked you up in bridal style without breaking the kiss, then laid you to bed and finally separated himself from you, looking deep into your eyes. You tried to break the eye contact when he held your chin and made you look at him. Don't you dare look away. You know how much I missed you the entire year and how I spent all the nights without you in my arms. He pecked your lips again and